Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing series. Today, back out on quarry. Didn't miss anything between episodes, just logged in. It was a little after 1, so I figured I'd go ahead and get on the lake. The only thing different is over here on Rod 1, I do have the orange Dodger crank. Heard some good luck on that, so I figured I'd do a pass today and see what we get. I was talking on another account to someone who was catching some big Arctic char on it, so it was worth a try at least. So far, just the two small Lakers over here on the Aquila. If I don't catch anything good with that, I'll switch over to the blue one. Just shy of 2,000 silver. Still need 600, 700, 1,000 more really to be able to upgrade our reel and rod to the next stage. So doing kind of the usual spots. Just the loop around the island has been what's been pretty active for folks, so that's what I'm going to try. Been off and on fishing on my main account today, an AFK fishing over at Bear for some small, medium-sized 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kilo grass carp. Been pretty successful. Made about 400 silver there in about 3 hours, averaging about 10 silver a fish, so not too bad. But nothing super exciting either. More of just background stuff while I'm working out, while I'm doing some work. And it's starting to feel like that orange thing may not do much. This area has been the hot area though, so I want to at least go through there. Balsas have also been very active here if I wanted to grind up lure making, but I'd rather upgrade rod and reel first. That looks like a rainbow. It is a rainbow. Nice fish. Not super amazing, but that'll be worth a decent amount of silver there. Not a lot of quality fish so far today. I thought I closed that. I did not. Anything else I left open? No. It was actually sitting on the prompt for me to accept that I wanted to close it. I tried. This might be a marker laker. It is, finally. Nothing really on the cafe today either. Bunch of green type orders. This isn't doing anything. Did not get a single bite on that lap. So let's go to this one. Another decent Laker, I think. I think it's a marker. Yep. Those small markers are always great. They don't do a lot of wear and tear to your equipment. You can pull them in quickly. And they're worth a decent amount. Get above water. Gotcha. You're another rainbow. Another good rainbow. You may have seen me switch rods in the middle of it. I didn't say anything there. I was just trying to make sure I set the hook and then increase the friction break a touch on this rod, since it was the first bite of the day and a pretty good fish. This feels like an Arctic char, maybe a Cory char. Looks like a perch over on rod 2. Decent Laker here. About 3 kilo. Tiny perch. Looks like, no, I was going to say it looked like grayling, but it was just small lake trout. Unfortunately. Grayling would have been worth more. Alright, this one turned out to be a better fish than I thought it was going to be. Rip this fish in real quick. When this one wasn't pulling drag, I wasn't expecting it to be a big fish, but turned out to be a pretty good one. Good Arctic char. Take that. Worthless perch. This one's doing pretty good today. Looks like a smaller fish over on 2. That might be a grayling, though. Yeah, that's a grayling. We're not going to pull that one in quickly. Let's pull this one in real quick. Even though I don't think it's a marker, it's not. Are you a rainbow? If you are, you're worth a lot of money. Nice. Rainbow trout. 9,000 experience points, 3.8 kilos. Smaller Arctic here. Don't think it's a marker. Oh, just short. I think 1 kilo is a marker. Today's probably going to be a pretty good day. If tomorrow in-game is like this, it'll be a really good day. .9 kilo Laker. Wrong rod. Well, it's been a mix of quality fish and non-quality fish. The quality fish we've gotten have been mostly good quality fish. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Big rainbow. I think that rainbow's almost 40 silver. A little closer to the wall than I want to be here. I was reading an email, not paying attention. I think the line or my rod's getting worn out on this one because I cannot turn the friction brake all the way up. Need to look at that. Or the leader is possible too. But definitely something to look at when I don't have a fish on the line. Kind of want to stop the boat, but I got a fish on the other line. And I think if I stop the boat, I'm going to lose that fish. Let's drag that one for a second and see if I can't pull this in real quick. Let's try and wear out the fish over on two a little bit more. Oh, another good rainbow. I'm glad I decided to pull that one in. Stupid Zoom boop. For a worthless meeting that I said I wasn't going to join. Ooh, you're a good Arctic char too. Wow. 4.3 kilo Arctic char. Nice. I knew I was going to run into something there. Yeah, today is going to be a pretty good silver day. Press the wrong button, pull out the wrong rod. With it going to nighttime, let's go ahead and put the 90 kilo on here. Nice Vindus. A little bit too small for a marker though. I don't think there's a fish on, but with that tip bouncing like it is, I'm gonna look. There wasn't. I'm gonna go ahead and recast it though. Ooh. I was holding the wrong button and turned the friction brake all the way up. Since it's R and mouse wheel for rotation speed and mouse wheels for friction brake. Just noticed the microphone was in a weird spot and I think I punched it before I muted it. Oh yeah, that's right. I had a meeting and turned on the camera and pushed the microphone out of the way. Looks like a smaller Laker, but probably still a marker. Yep, 2 kilo. Actually bigger than I thought it was. So 25 minutes in, 23 fish in the net. Not bad at all. Especially some of them are pretty good quality fish too. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish around 3 kilo or bigger. Which for the equipment we have, pretty decent, because this is actually I want to look at this rod now that I don't have a fish on. So friction brake on, it's 5% worn. Line guides are really worn. That might be why I can't turn the friction brake up too much. Because it's a 9 kilo rod. So yeah, 20% of 9 kilos should only bring it down to 8 kilos. So that shouldn't be it. What's my got a fish on? Next, I need to look at what my actual line is at, what the fishing line's at. About 24, 25 is as far as I can go right now. So something's worn out more. Or I have a small leader on, which is possible. I don't know. Get this fish in and look. 1.8 kilo lake trout. There it is. So line is less than, yeah, my line's worn out. So I've got 5 kilo line. It's, we'll say 10% worn out. So it's, you take half a kilo off. So I got 4.7 kilo line on there and a reel that can pull probably 5% worn on the friction brake right now. So 5.25 kilo pulling power. So my line's getting worn out. I may need to replace that. I don't think I have another spool already. I should probably look. Yeah, I definitely don't. I think I was trying to hold out to be able to upgrade from spending money on that rod, but may have to. One thing we can look at, how much. So we've got the 350 spool on there. One thing we can look at is, so this is 350. It's 5 kilo line by itself, a little bit worn, but not quite as worn. So we could take that off. What do I have over on the other bottom rod? I only have 120. Okay. So what I was looking at there, if I wasn't clear, is I was looking at the two bottom rods we have to see if I had line on them. One of them has 5 kilo low capacity line. It's 4% worn, whereas the stuff we have right now is 5.2 and it's 8. So it's about the same capacity. So I can wear it down a little bit more and then switch it out. Or I can spend some money. I think it's about 100 silver for another 350 meter spool. But once we upgrade our reel, we're not going to be needing that line as much. So it's kind of a sunk cost if I do spend it. And that's what's going through my head of, is it worth it? Right now, the answer doesn't feel like yes. Feels like we just keep wearing it down, see if we can hold on to get enough silver to buy an upgraded reel and rod, and then rod 1 becomes rod 2, and the new rod and reel becomes rod 1. At least that's how I'm thinking it right now. But that is something you got to keep in mind, is you are going to wear out your reels, your rods, your line, your leaders, possibly even your hooks and your lures. I don't think we're too bad on any of the hooks and the lures. I'd be surprised. Like right now, 0.1% on this spiker. That's not I, that's O. On this Aquila, it's 0.4% worn. And the hook on it is not worn at all. Leader's point is 1.3% worn, so nothing to worry about there. Come on, quarry char. Not a quarry char. Decent Laker though. 3.3 kilo Laker. And these Aquilas, here's the most worn Aquila. Hook 0% worn. The lure itself is 6% worn, so nothing to be worried about there at all. Whoops, I'm way further out than I want to be. Just keep in mind how many fish we've caught on those Aquila 4Gs. To actually track that, it might. Yeah, almost 1,000 fish on those, and we haven't lost one. Where are we overall on fish? Only 26 fish away from 2,500 fish. It's possible we'll hit that today. That's 35. If we have 55 fish in our net, we hit 2,500 fish on this character. Or login, or whatever you want to call it. This account, I guess, is the appropriate way to say it. It's not like an MMO where you've got multiple characters per account or players per account. You know, my float fishing account is a completely different account than this one. My main account's a Steam account. I've got 3 other accounts that are just kind of play accounts. I keep one of them at Mosquito and either Mosquito or Winding, it doesn't matter which, just so I can see if there's anything worth buying there, so I don't have to spend money to go to Volkov or something else. Although it gets to a stage where the 14 silver to go to Volkov's not bad. Like on my main account, that's a fish almost. So it's almost not worth trying to think of, does it make sense to go somewhere else? think the only reason to not go to Volkov on that account is repairs, because I think Volkov repairs aren't the cheapest. In Kilted Jock spreadsheet has that. I'm actually pulling that up now. It's 100% for all repairs, but winding's 85% for repairs, so it's cheaper to repair over at winding. And then if you have a Beluga or a Zyman reel, Ladoga and Amber have repair facilities for just that brand that are 85%. Just looking at the wear on that equipment as well too, since the other one's getting a little worn. The line is a little bit worn, but I intentionally oversized it a little bit. Granted, that reel can support oversizing compared to the Lacertes. The Lacertes are pretty much maxed out from a mechanism standpoint they go a little bit over 5.4, but not much. The Mosquito that I have on that rod is an 8.6. I actually don't have a max weight, mecha weight on it in the spreadsheets. I saw it in one of them and I think it was 11. That's why I went with 10 kilo line. Kilted Jock spreadsheet doesn't have it for the Mosquito 2 3000S. I like that reel. I should have paired it with a lighter rod, but I didn't. And it's way too late now. Should have actually paired it with a light or medium light rod. Get the bonus experience points. That's why I bought a 3000 series reel. And then just never followed through on that. All right, we're getting back to daytime. I actually need to pull rod 2 in and switch the lure over to the daytime Aquila, now that I think about it. Been a bit of a rambly episode today too for me. I'll put that one on, cast it out. Decent fish on here. Someone got his monthly box of toys delivered today and is very worn out. Was playing with them for a while and just stood up, turned around twice, and is now sleeping with his head up on the back of the couch. Not even laying down completely. There it goes. Now he got comfy. I'm not where I want to be. That's about where I want to be. Let's pull this fish in. Another decent. It's an Arctic chart. May not be a marker. It's not. It's close though. If you don't know what I mean by marker, it's that green check mark. That just means it's above a certain size and also basically at least doubles the price that you'll get for it from the fish market. And then there's trophy, which is even bigger, which again doubles the price you can get for it. And then there's rare trophy or blue trophy, and it's got a blue and a check mark. And that's the super rare fish, and again doubles the price. I think I've only caught 2 of those on any of my accounts. One of them was here. I got a blue bendy right around here. Pulled it out of the water and was sure it was a lake trout. And then when I got it in my net and it played the trophy noise, I was amazed it was a Ventus. Nice Savon. Big perch. So we got about 15 minutes left. Will we get another? I think it's 17 fish. I think 55 was the magic number to have 2,500 fish. Yeah, 17 more fish will get us 2,500 fish on this account. Ooh. I'm glad that one let go of this rod. It was a good laker, but it would have not been fun to pull in. And we would have been committed to that fish. Because when you have 3 rods out, you can't put one down. Or the third one down. So, kind of glad it let go. Big perch. At least I think it's a big perch. Small laker. Probably not even a marker. It was not. Caught that while reeling it in. Was reading a quick email as I was doing, so I didn't even see it bite. Small Vindy. All three of these fish feel small. Yeah, this is a grayling though. This might be a marker. It is. Good. $10 fish, 9 fish away from 2,500 fish. I don't know when I muted at all. About 8 fish away from 2,500 fish. There's no prize or anything like that for 2,500 fish. Probably muted when I was reeling this rod in and turned up the friction brake. My mute button's clicking in the mouse wheel. So, would love to see 2,500 fish today. We've got And about 8 minutes left, so it's possible. Helps if I pick up the right rod. Six more. I'm kind of curious how many fish I've got on my main account that's 10 levels higher. Gonna have to look at my float fishing account as well too. That's 2 levels lower, and I bet is already over 2,500 fish. Just because spin fishing seems to get me more more experience than float fishing has. Another small laker. I just ran into the ground. Stupid laker bit as I was pulling it in. Oh, I ran into the key even. Four fish left. A little over 4 minutes left. So there's a good chance we get 2,500 fish today. In fact, I think that's going to be my goal. I think I'm going to call it when we get 2,500 fish. I think I've got about 4 hours in game more than an hour of real life fishing. I had to do a day and 5 hours on the boat when I started. So either when we get kicked out of the boat or when we get 3 more fish. Kind of hope I hook something good over, or okay over on 2. Can pull that in, and this can be my 2,500th fish. And that's going to be what happens. I'm not even going to recast this line. Yeah, this is probably big Arctic. Maybe... Ooh, maybe a Char. Don't like how slack it went there at all. That's what's making me think this is a good Char. And if it is a big orange boy, that's a great one to wrap today up on. It's not a Char, it's a Laker. 5 kilo Laker, not a bad fish for number 2500 for the character, so for the count. And pretty much right at the 1 hour mark too. I think today's going to be a pretty good day at the fish market. We'll see if I've got anything for the cafe. I don't think so, but something could have expired. No crucians, no minnows, no pellets, no bream, no burbot, no whitefish, no trophy lakers, no big pike, no roaches, or no common carp. So nothing over there. I'm going to say we're probably close to 200 silver today. I think today was a really good day. If we sort by price, yeah, I stand by the close to 200 silver. Or over 200 silver. So 213 silver today. Very good overall day. 70 silver from rainbow trouts. Actually, more than that. 92 silver from rainbow trouts. 3 silver on that Savon. 67 silver from Lakers. 4 silver there. 29 silver from Arctic Char. Even the Venduses weren't bad, so I'll take 213 silver every day. That was a great day. So 2,200 silver in the bank. Still have a ways to go to be able to afford what I want, but that took a good chunk out of it. So I appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again tomorrow and hope you all have a good one. See you then. Bye-bye now.